Alright, y'all, it's your boy Ace Billions here with your Billionaire Mafia podcast. And today, we're going to talk about how to start your own fitness business. And a couple of questions I had from a couple of our viewers. What did I do to start my own fitness business, and then what did it take? Like, what were the steps to get there? And I would say this to anybody in any type of business, any different field. The main thing is that you want to know what your why is. Like, what's important to you? Like, why did you start your business? And that's kind of what empowers you. That's kind of what gives you that fuel when you don't want to go no more. And majority of the time, like, you'll want to quit 50 times before you actually even make it to the pinnacle of your success. And that happens for most businessmen. So I know a lot of people can agree with me if you own a business right now. But finding your why, figuring it out, and how you find your why is you look past the money, you look past the material things, and where you visualize your future, and you look at the things that make you do what you do right now. What makes you get up in the morning? What makes you keep living the life that you want? Is it hope? Is it your family? Is it just wanting to live a better life, wanting to transition from the position that you're in right now to just being happy, being free? You can make those choices, and it has to resonate with you in the hard times. It has to give you that extra drive, that extra motivation to keep on going. And that's what you start with. Never start a business off of the profit margin or what you think it's going to be, because when you get to a certain level in business and you get to that point where you know your business, you mastered your craft, your profit margins, your money is all dependent on you. When the music industry started, there was no billionaires. And even the thought of becoming a billionaire wasn't even really thought of. So as the industry went on, and the people that innovated, the people that mastered their crafts, the people that got good at that industry, that business, they started to find ways to make ways, if that makes any sense. They started to find a way to make those billions. They started to use that tool that they have, and that the mastery that they developed, and they created something bigger. And that can happen in any business. That can happen in any industry. The potential of the industry is unlimited when it comes to the why behind why you actually doing it. You have no limits. There's nothing that can stop you. And the only thing that's going to keep you going when things try to stop you is your why. So the first thing I would say is always come with a why, have a why. And the next thing would be is to be passionate about it. Passion isn't everything. There's a lot of people that's passionate, but if you can use passion as a stepping stone to your profit margin, or a stepping stone to your platform, and y'all can all check out the book Good to Great. It's a big thing about passion. It's a big thing about purpose, and it's a big thing about profit. And one without the other is usually not a good business model. So you want to always have those three things. You always want to have a purpose for why you're doing it. You always want to put that passion, that fuel, that fire behind it. And you always want to make profit, because that's going to make it sustainable. That's going to make it last long. That's going to make it provide for your family, so you don't have to ever do anything else, and you can do what you love and choose to do what you want to do with your life versus what you have to do. So I would say always have a passion. The next thing is to get into that business and building your business is, what platform are you using? There's a lot of people that use online training. There's a lot of people that do everything online, internet-based businesses. And then there are those people that start brick and mortar. Right now, I do both. I'm hybrid with what I do, because I found that with a brick and mortar, there's a capacity, there's a limit. But without the brick and mortar, you lose that credibility. You don't have that credibility that you would if you actually built a business, built the gym, sustained the gym, or a facility, or any type of brick and mortar. And people can actually come here. They can actually take pictures. They can actually be a part of the environment, the movement, just that culture is everything for people. And internet base is limitless. You can do anything. You can have as many products as possible and push as much as you want to push. You don't have no walls that's going to block you from doing and reaching the heights that you choose to reach. So that's huge, is just choosing what platform you want to use, or if you want to use both. The next thing I would say is to find your audience. And this is a hard thing for a lot of people to just narrow their audience, narrow their marketing, narrow their target. And we say narrow your target, it's just because you as a human being, yes, a lot of people, a lot of different people are gonna attract to you. They're gonna be people that see different things in you, or want you for different things, or they either they like you, like your product, or they just like what you stand for. Or there's different ways to that, and different people will attract to different things. But as you focus your marketing, as you focus your message, you have to have a specific message, or it will get blurred and it'll get watered down and it'll seem generic to a lot of people. Your business can't be for everybody, but you'll take everybody, if that makes any sense. Your business isn't aimed and targeted to please everybody, but everyone is welcome. So figure out what your target market is, lock in into your target market, look for an audience that resonates with you, a mirror of you, or avatar. Like, create an avatar based off of the person that you're speaking to. My business is based off of myself. Like, I'm speaking to a person that is passionate about getting to the next level, passionate about self-development, passionate about changing their mindset and getting better physically, mentally, and emotionally, passionate about just reaching new heights in life and just becoming this unstoppable force. And those have become my clients. Those have become the people that attracted me. I've figured out, I've gotten a customer base of people that they just want to thrive in life. They just want to be better, and to surround themselves around people that are better. So we created a culture, and our culture has been sustaining for almost 6 years now. So we've been going and going and going, and we've surpassed the $1 million mark. We surpassed the hard times, and a lot of and there will be more hard times to come. But as long as you build that culture and build that audience, those customers that support you, that love you, that know you, like you, and believe in you, then you'll always weather through the hard times. You'll always weather through the storms. All right, and the next one is know your numbers. This is crucial. This is something that I missed in the beginning because I was so passionate, and I thought my passion was going to take me where I wanted to be. Remember this, and never forget this. What got you where you are right now is not what's going to get you to the next level. You have to evolve. You have to grow. You have to get better. You have to add new tools to your tool belt. You have to add new knowledge and new strategies and new ways to get to the next level that you want to be at, because it's going to take something different. You could be the same animal but a different beast, like Kobe said. So know your numbers, your income, your expenses, know your profit margins, know your bottom line, know what products are selling. So you have to know your margins, know what products people want, what products people don't want. And then the ones that they don't want, you take them off the line. You don't just keep stacking on different products. And usually you'll do that when you don't know your numbers, where you're not up to par with your statistics or with your actual margins, like what's going on in your business. And the numbers tell everything. The number is a story, is the novel to your business. It's the manual to your business, and you can always adjust, and you can always grow, and you can always predict when you know your numbers. So know your numbers. Another thing is, do you have a system? What are your policies and procedures? You cannot have a business, you cannot run a business without a system, because that means you cannot teach people how to do what you do. You'll be self-employed, and self-employed means you're employed to yourself. That means you're not free. You're not an owner. You're not you might pay the rent, you might pay the bills, but you do not own the business. The business owns you. Do not be a slave to your own business. Do not be a slave to money. If you create systems financially, if you create business systems, you'll figure out how to make your money work for you. and and policies and procedures are the core and that foundation to your freedom. So make sure that y'all have those. Make sure y'all conduct some policies and procedures, and that can just be from how a client signs in to how your trainers train, how the cleaning checklist, the receptionist checklist, or just how would a person order off of your site? What are the steps and procedures? Make sure that you have those steps. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could be bullet points, but as long as you know and your team knows, your business will be successful. Just think about McDonald's, think about In-N-Out, think about Chick-fil-A, think about all these high volume major players in this game, and look deeper and look at what systems and policies and procedures they follow. The next thing I would say is build your disciples, build your team, build your followers. And this isn't your audience, this isn't your customers, this is your actual team, the people that are around you every day, the people that are listening to your message, that fell in love with your message and chose to follow you as a leader and become more of who you are, what you are, and mimic the things that you do. It's just like in the Bible, like Jesus had his 12 disciples, and what did they do? They became their own powerful forces, their own unstoppable forces, and then they dispersed out with the same message. And the only way to have disciples is to create a message. You have to have a mission. You have to have a vision. You have to have core values for people to follow and to believe in. And there's no forcing the belief. Either they have the same core values when they walk in the door, or they don't. Do not force it on a person. If they don't want what you want, you'll have a hard time trying to convince them that to buy into the movement. But in order for them to buy in, you have to be the staple. You have to be the prime example. You have to lead by example. You have to be a walking core value. You have to be a walking mission. You have to be a walking vision. And once you become that, then you'll start creating these disciples. And once the disciples come, you have now branched out. You have now created a franchise inside of your business. That means you have showed them the way, and they're willing to show a million other people the way, and you become limitless. You become scalable as a business. All right, and the next one, when it's slow, you grow. Oh my God, and I wish people would have told me this before, but I had to find out the hard way. In slow season, most people slow down. In fast season, most people speed up. If you were to speed up in the slow season and slow down in the fast season, your business will excel 10 times, because in the slow season, you're preparing for the fast season. So you putting all the pieces together. You making all your products. You making everything's printed, everything's clean. Your system is taught to your team. They got it. They know what they're doing. So it's practice for getting ready for the game. The game is when you don't have to think anymore. You just playing. You just going hard because your body has already, your subconscious has already been trained to get that play, or make that layup, or make that pass, or you know what I mean. Like, you've created a program inside of your brain. You programmed your brain in the slow season to be ready for the fast season, so that once the gardener goes hard before the harvest, not during the harvest. So that's what you need to do. You need to grow when it's slow. Go fast. Make sure you never stop. And the next thing is diversify inside your business. Too many people put their eggs in one basket, meaning that they get stuck doing the same thing. For a long time, we were just training. We were one-on-one training. Let's get more clients, until we realized that isn't a sustainable business either, because clients come and clients go. Trainers come, trainers go, and you keep going up and up and up, and you become controlled. You become controlled by your business instead of controlling your business. Your emotions start to go up when it's popping, and then when it's not popping, your emotions you become depressed. Like, it starts to control you emotionally as well, and then that weighs into your physical. Like, so if you see a lot of entrepreneurs that aren't in shape, or a lot of entrepreneurs that just they seem depressed, they seem like old is because they let their business control them for so long. They never took full control of their life and full control over their business. And the way that you do that is to diversify, because when the up is up, it's and the down is down, you have something, and it's always going to be like that. One thing is going to sell, one thing isn't going to sell. But if you have three things, one is going to sell, one is going to sell a little bit, one is not going to sell at all. And then everything starts to even out. Everything starts to level out and stabilize for you. So always have more. Don't go outside of your business. Don't cut hair, do nails, and then go into construction and think that you're going to be successful. No, because that's when you start to divide yourself. I'm not saying divide yourself, I'm saying diversify. That means have different playing parts inside of your business. That means have products selling on your internet base, on your website. That means have apparel. That means have different services in your business. Some people want group, some people want one-on-one. Always have tiers to your business. Have a high tier and have a low tier. There should be no customer that goes away from you. You should never turn away a customer. You should always have a product for a customer. Always. And if you can't get them to buy the product, create a product now so that client can stay and you can keep that client. Next, leverage. Leverage, leverage, leverage. And I can say this 1,000 times. Always have help. Always put your money, the money that you're making, into making more money. Leverage your money, leverage your loans, leverage the people around you, and let them leverage you, because that's what they're doing. In order to pay their bills at home, in order to take care of their family, they come here and use your system to create their income. Yeah, you might think you're the boss, but you worked hard, long days, long nights for them to come in from 9 to 5 at a set time and make enough money to take care of them and then go home and not have to think about the business ever again. Who's leveraging who? So you're leveraging each other, exactly. So make sure that you learn how to leverage in your business. Leverage your money, leverage your people, leverage yourself, leverage everything around you can be leveraged. And if it doesn't, you need to get rid of it. And the next thing is never quit. When there's a will, there's a way. And this is essential for business owners. And I wanted to end with this because there's always going to be times where you want to give up. There's always going to be times where things get tough. There's always, even like when Corona and everybody was quarantined, there's a lot of businesses that had to close their doors, and it worked for some people, and a lot of times it saves people a lot of money, a lot of heartache, and they probably really wasn't serious or passionate about the business in the first place. But when you are passionate about the business, it's just like a child. Like, you can't give up on your child. All you can do is be understanding to your child. Always find a way to create a structure for your child, and always create a way for your child. Always give it something. If it's not your way, find a way. If it didn't work the way that you wanted it to work, there's always a way. But you always have to be adaptable. You always have to adjust, and you always have to have agility in business. And that's what a lot of people lack. It's all about speed, and it's all about strength, and it's all about power for people. When agility, being able to adapt, assess the things that's going on in your business, or even that's going to affect your business outside of your business, and put the juke move on it. Like, the only way you could put the juke move on it is if you read the play before the play happened, or if you knew where the weak spots was in the opposing team. And the only way to do that is to do your research. The only way to win is to have agility, and the only way to keep going and never stop and make it to the finish line, or if there's even a finish line, creating a journey, like making it to your bottom line that you want, is going to be a marathon. It's going to be phases. It's going to be up and down. It's going to be really take some willpower. So, and then once you create that system for yourself, where you just are unstoppable, and you just have learned so many and created so many tools to create your own success. You can teach other people, and you can build other businesses, and you can go outside of your businesses and create other impacts on other industries, and you can succeed. But start here. Start with the steps that I gave to you today. Work in any business. This is specifically for my business in fitness, in the industry that I'm trying to dominate and am dominating. And take it into yours, twist it, turn it, put your twist on it, put your sauce on it, and then keep grinding, baby. It's all about the Billionaire Mafia. So keep locking in, keep tuning in. Y'all can DM me, at me at Ace Billions on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter at AceBillions1. And just keep on rolling. I'm here for y'all. Let's get it.
Switch lanes all black, 2 glass ceilings. V12 too fast, nigga.